Guten Tag, willkommen. We're here to talk today about the Fall LTO, featuring our Oktoberfest Märzen beers. It's me and my partner slash dance partner, Tom Dargan.
Guten Tag! Obviously, I drew the short end of the wear the traditional garb stick. Good God almighty, these things are heavy. I'm only carrying 3 in a hand.
So we're here to talk about Oktoberfest today. Oktoberfest is the world's largest party and celebration. It just happens to center around beer.
Oh, yes, indeed. Fest beer, Oktoberfest beer, that takes place in tents the size of football fields, attended by 5 million people, drinking 7 million of these glorious 1-liter Mosses. Be careful how many you consume, or you'll end up as a beer Leichen or a beer corpse at the end of the evening.
You know, the celebration has actually celebrated its 200th anniversary last year, and it is commemorating the marriage of Prince Ludwig and Therese Hilden Hossen Farfen
something like that. I believe it's a 17-letter word.
That's right, very large, very big word. And so it has moved on from that celebration of the marriage to really a celebration of Germany and German beer, mostly the beer around Munich.
The history of the style itself goes back hundreds of years also. There was a time in Germany, and kind of where the whole lager phenomenon developed, where you could only brew in the colder months because lager yeast requires cooler temperatures. So come April, you couldn't brew anymore. They would stock up these ice caves full of beer in March, April, and that's where Märzen gets its name from. The Märzen style, of course, means March in German. Come the fall, they could start brewing again. Sure enough, there was still a bunch of beer in those ice cellars, so they'd said, let's drink that beer. Let's have a party. Oktoberfest, as a beer-focused, particular style-focused event, that's where it got its start.
You know, let's talk a little bit about the beers themselves, Tom.
Yes, indeed. Here at Gordon Biersch, we do a Märzen year-round. So for Oktoberfest, we like to do something a little bit different, kind of much more of a modernized version, if you will, kind of more what you'd see in the tents if you go there today, not quite as far as they've gone with almost the export Helles style. Our Fest beer is, as you will see in your description, an amber lager with a sweet toasted maltiness. It's a Bavarian bounty of rich caramel and Munich malts, balanced by a spicy German Hersbrucker hops, a modernized marvel of Oktoberfest goodness. I don't think that's what that says, by the way, but it's close enough.
The Rocktoberfest, made by all the rock bottom brewers, is a little bit more of a traditional German Märzen. It's got a bit more body to it. It's got a little heavier sweetness. It's more malty and bready. It's got a nice hit of Liberty hops on the back end to get a nice crisp, earthy finish to that beer. So a little bit more built up beer, slightly more alcohol in the Rocktoberfest. Hey, do you know these beers, have they been celebrated themselves?
I've heard that we actually know what we're doing when it comes to making lager beer. As a matter of fact, we've won some awards.
I understand, Tom, and can you confirm this for me, please?
I will confirm. It is confirmed.
That in 2009 at the Great American Beer Festival, that the Oktoberfest won a bronze medal in the German style Märzen category. And in 2010,
both companies won medals. The Oktoberfest or Märzen style won a gold, and the GB Märzen won a silver. So,
crush the Germans! Crush the Germans!
Crush them! It's something we're very proud of, and it goes to show that even though we're little goofy brewpub operations, we can compete with the big boys when we have the opportunity.
A lot of talented folks making some pretty darn good beer.
A lot of talented folks
right?
out there making some pretty spectacular beer. Thank you, talented folks.
Thank you very much. Now, Tom, just imagine, a guest walks in and says, hey, this Moss Krug, this is an awesome glass.
It is awesomely delicious.
Perhaps I might not like an Oktoberfest beer in this glass today.
What?
Holy smokes. Perhaps I could get an IPA, or perhaps I could get an export lager.
Or a Czech Pilsner. What do we say to a guest that has a special request?
I believe we say, yes.
Yes, we can. And what would you say to a guest that said, I would like this Moss filled with a sausage platter?
How many links is what I would say.
How many links? So now's the time for everybody out there in TV land to enjoy a little bit of this delicious beer so you can appreciate all those glorious Munich and caramel malts and how they accompany food and whatnot. In Germany, of course, you would raise your glass and you would say, Prost!
Prost! Oh, I'm gonna need me some beer goggles.